Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, welcome in my channel. Today we are going to talk about formal invitation, and this lesson is for grade 11. What are we going to cover today? Apa yang akan kita bahas terkait dengan formal invitation hari ini? Yang pertama, kita akan belajar tentang definition and also continue with the types of invitation and social function. Last one is the text structure. Jadi ada 4 hal yang akan kita pelajari hari ini ya. Kita mulai dengan definition first. So as we know, invitation is a spoken or written request to somebody to do something or to go somewhere. Jadi undangan adalah permintaan yang bisa diutarakan secara langsung atau tertulis kepada seseorang untuk melakukan sesuatu atau pergi ke suatu tempat bersama kita. Nah, itu adalah pengertian dari undangan ya. Now, what about the formal invitation? Based on Webster Dictionary, it is known that a formal invitation is an invitation which follows a dignified form, tone, or style in agreement with established norms, customs, or values. Jadi menurut Webster, formal invitation itu adalah, atau surat undangan formal atau resmi, adalah suatu undangan yang mengikuti bentuk, kemudian tone is just like nada ya, nada bahasa, kemudian gaya bahasa yang sesuai dengan norma budaya dan nilai-nilai yang berlaku di tempat tersebut gitu ya. Nah, that is the definition of formal invitation gitu. Nah, sekarang macamnya apa saja sih jenis-jenisnya? Let's take a look at the examples of the formal invitation. So here we do have meeting invitation. Maybe this is given from a school, yeah, to the member of one association, stuff like that, or the what is that called? The people who manage the schools. And another one is the wedding invitation. This is a very common one, since our society usually asks people to come to our houses or to our wedding day to celebrate it together. Yeah, so they definitely need to send a wedding invitation. Okay, and also we do have retirement party. Well, this kind of example is very rarely uh, given or made in our society, because this is what is that? This is not our custom to today. So very rarely happen here in Indonesia. And then this one is the school opening invitation letter, and last one is the graduation ceremony. Well, actually there are lots of other um, samples of formal invitations, but these are some of them, only some of them. Oke, jadi ini hanya beberapa contoh saja ya. Oke, now did you know the formal invitation are written on cards? The text is written in calligraphic style. Jadi selain dengan Selain menggunakan lembaran kertas seperti biasa, jadi surat undangan pun bisa dibuat dalam bentuk kartu gitu. Khususnya untuk yang wedding invitation ya, itu sudah jelas biasanya menggunakan kartu gitu, dalam bentuk kartu. Kemudian penulisannya pun bisa direka-reka ya, seperti menggunakan kaligrafi gitu, gaya kaligrafi dan sebagainya. Okay, now what about the social function then? Jadi fungsinya apa sih si formal invitation ini atau surat undangan resmi ini? Jadi, karena dia sifatnya mengundang, so the purpose of course is to invite people to formal and social events. Jadi memang undangan ini ya berarti tujuannya adalah untuk mengundang orang-orang untuk datang ke acara yang formal gitu, acara formal yang kita selenggarakan. Okay? Terus, what about the text structure? Bagaimana ya text structure-nya? Let's see. Nah, ini dia ada satu sample of the wedding invitation. Now, as you can see, there are 8 parts of it. What is that letter? Let's see. The first one is the name of the host. Jadi ini nama orang yang mengundang. Kalau di sini disebutkan Mr. and Mrs. Pujianto, ya. And the second one is the phrasing the invitation. So invitation phrasing. Jadi ucapan mengundangnya itu memang dituliskan dalam undangan tersebut. This is written cordially request the pleasure of your company. Nah, ini adalah pengutaraan undangannya seperti itu. Jadi ucapan mengundang itu harus tertera gitu di dalam surat undangannya. Kemudian, nah ini adalah the kind of event. Di sini adalah nama acaranya apa. On the wedding ceremony of their daughter. Jadi pernikahan anak perempuannya gitu ya. Di sini memang acaranya adalah pernikahan anak perempuan mereka, Mr. and Mrs. Pujianto tadi. Kemudian followed by the date. Nah, diikuti oleh tanggal. Di sini ada also with the day ya. Friday the 12th of December. Jadi ada penanggalan, ada hari, ada tanggal. Kemudian dilanjutkan dengan time. Nah, ini ada waktu ya, 7 o'clock. And then followed by the venue. Jadi tempatnya di mana? Di Gedung Kartini Jalan Gatot Subroto Jakarta. Step like that. And then number 7 is the special instruction. Nah, this is optional. Ini boleh ditambahkan, boleh tidak. Di sini special instructionnya adalah dinner will be served at 8 p.m. sharp. Jadi memang ini adalah kondisi tertentu di mana si pengundang boleh menyertakan special instruction seperti ini. Selain pemberitahuan seperti ini, juga biasanya untuk memberitahu kostum apa yang harus digunakan gitu. Misalkan wear batik, stuff like that gitu ya. Jadi memang itu optional, boleh ada boleh tidak. Kemudian followed by the request to respond. Jadi ada permintaan untuk menanggapi surat undangan tersebut. Nah, di sini ada RSVP, ini please reply. The meaning is please reply. And also there is a name, because like this, the invitees should give or confirm whether they can come or not. How to confirm? They need to contact this name here under the RSVP ya. Di sini berarti si yang diundang harus mereply, harus menjawab apakah dia bisa datang atau tidak ke undangan tersebut. Bagaimana caranya untuk mengkonfirmasi apakah dia bisa datang atau tidak? Itu dengan cara menghubungi ini nama orang yang ada di sini, kemudian lihat di sini ada kontaknya. Bisa nomor telepon atau alamat email seperti itu ya. Okay, so this is the common format of a formal invitation. The first line is the name of the person who invites, and then the second line is the request for participation. So phrasing invitation, yeah. And then the third line is the names of the person who are invited. This is also what is that called? Like optional. Well, people usually put the name of the invitee in the envelope, stuff like that. Yeah, not in the body of the letter, but that is also optional. The fourth line is the occasion for invitation, yeah, the occasion or the event. And then the fifth line is the time and date of the occasion, waktu dan tempat. Kemudian waktu dan tanggal. And then sixth line is the place. Nah, this one is the venue, tempat. Kemudian the last line is the request for reply, the RSVP here. Okay, so as you can see that number 7 is optional as well, right? Okay, now let's move on to after the text structure. Let's see. This is the example of the invitation in a kind of a note. Nah, ini bentuk yang paling sederhana dari surat undangan ya. Bisa juga dalam bentuk seperti ini. Contohnya, di sini ada to Riva, would you like to come to my parents' wedding anniversary party? The party will be held the day, the date, and then the time, the place, and no meaning without your coming. So this is kind of a phrase, a kind phrase, yeah. And then your best friend, uh, and then this is the name of the inviter. Okay, let's see. As you can see that this is the receiver atau what do you call it? Yang diundang ya, receiver itu penerima undangan. And then this part is called body of the invitation. Di dalamnya ada apa aja? Nah, di dalamnya itu ada subject atau nama eventnya apa. So this is a wedding anniversary party. So this is the subject of the invitation. And then followed by the day and the date, and then the time as well, and also the place, yeah, the venue. Okay, and then uh, ended with the sender's name. Okay, so this is also the text structure of the simple formal invitation yang sederhana seperti ini dalam bentuk note. But this is all already formal, kind of, yeah, type of. All right. Um, let's see. Let's do the practice. The practice for the formal invitation. Hang on. Okay, this one. So I give you an example of formal invitation. I'd like you to find what is missing on the letter. So as you can see here, let's read the letter first then. The Board of Directions of Wonderful Enterprises request the pleasure of your on the 27th of December at Gedung Soekarno, Jakarta. So as you are aware that there are some parts of this invitation letter is missing, right? Something is missing from this letter. Let's see what is that. The first one is, do we have the host? Yes, we do. So this is the inviter. Do we have the invitation phrasing? Yep, this is the invitation phrasing. Request the pleasure of your. So that is a phrase of the request or the invitation. And then it should be followed by the name of the event. But take a look at this one of your blah 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 blah, and then goes with the on the 27. So is something is missing here. That is the name of the event. And after that followed by the date. Yes, we do have the date, but we don't have the day. So probably you need to put the day first here on Tuesday or Thursday or whatever, and then followed by the date. Yeah, do you have to put also the year? It's optional as well. It's all up to you. Because why this one is optional? Because it's not really necessary to put the what is that the year there, yeah. And then followed by the time supposed to be, but there is no time here, so the time is missing as well. And last one is the here is the what is that the venue. Yes, we do have the venue, but we don't have the special instruction, and also there are SVP. Yeah, those are the missing parts of this invitation letter. Yeah, that's how to analyze the parts or the text structure of the formal invitation. All right, then I guess that's it for today's lesson. For the response, nah this is bagaimana cara menjawabnya. Nah ini akan kita lanjutkan di video berikutnya, ya, insya Allah. So I think that's all for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.